right, late model fans, let's get to it. Ryan's recap and then this week's power rankings. So this past weekend, up in Menominee, Wisconsin, the 41st annual Punky Manor Challenge of Champions, the Iceman, Jimmy Mars, his counted eight-time Punky Manor Challenge of Champions, late model feature winner. He's got 3 in the mods. That's 11 overall. Landslide. He's way ahead of everybody else. I mean, he owns that place. He capitalized. He did, huh? He was running the middle of bottom like Jimmy Mars does. Here comes AJ Demo charging her on the high side, and AJ does something he don't do very often. He jumped the cushion, got in the fence a couple times, and Jimmy Mars took advantage, got the lead, never looked back, and AJ's got to be looking at that one a little bit pissed off at himself because he's been so dang good. And one little tiny mistake, that's all it takes. When you got Jimmy Mars behind you, you got to be perfect. Mars getting it done in Menominee. The 50th annual Jamestown Stock Car Stampede. Of course, in years past, that's been a heats one-day features and next. In recent years, they switched it up to 2 complete shows. Mike Gresseth on day number 1, his 8th of the year, NLRA champion, looking good. He said, man, I had to put some fresh tires on. I figured it was going to lock down. I needed to get up front quick, fast, and in a hurry. He did. Congratulations, Mike Gresseth. And night 2, how about this one? History being made again. Chase Gelling, he parked it in Victory Lane. His first ever career WISSOTA late model A-main win. Man, tip of the cap to you. Congratulations. I watched that. When he was gone, he drove away. He had a pretty substantial lead. He was looking really good there. And what's cool in that, Dad got second, right? So when you get your first ever win, and then it's at the 50th annual Jamestown Stampede, which is obviously a historic race, been around a long time, and you win that one, and then Dad gets second. Of course, Kurt got third on the first night. He had a really good weekend up there, kind of been struggling really in recent years, and he put it together up there. That's got to be a heck of a good feeling there for the Gelling family. Congratulations, Chase. A job well done. I expect to see you getting some more wins here next season. Make it a little harder on Searing, Becker, and the boys down there in South Dakota. Now, let's head, speaking of South Dakota, the 4th annual Autumn Classic over at the Casino Speedway in Watertown. They, of course, had a doubleheader as well, Friday and Saturday night. Scott Ward on the pole. He made it 3 Autumn Classic A-main wins in a row. Little bit of controversy. Jump on a Dirt Race Central, watch drc.tv. You can take a look for yourself. Night 1, it was on Friday. It was kind of rough. Well, not kind of. It locked down through the middle of 1 and 2. And in 3 and 4, though, it was still slick. It hadn't taken rubber. Tyler McDonald found the rubber, and he kind of just swallowed them up through the middle of 1 and 2. They come down in 3 and 4. Contact was made. They both go around in a circle, and they give Ward the spot. You make the call. I think it was probably right. Contact was initiated by the 5M. Half the crowd is Scott Ward fans. They were happy. Half the fans hate Scott Ward. They were all booing and not happy. You make the call. You take a look at that one, but Scott Ward got it done. Night number 2, a guy that's been struggling as of late. What can go wrong will go wrong. Chad Becker, hot shoe, got it done. Dominating, actually. He started 8th. And again, it locked down, but not till a little bit later in the race. And he got up there in a hurry and took some power moves to get it done. Had a pretty dominant win, a much-needed win, and a great way to cap off the season. He's going to fall into 2nd. He's going to get 2nd in the national standings. We'll talk about Searing in just a little bit. But Chad Becker, a great win from in Watertown. And Searing was on the pole for the heat and couldn't get the car to fire. They pushed it around. Not sure if it was an engine deal or what they found there, but kind of a rough night for Searing. He scrapped in the heat, loaded up, went home, and he had to watch Chad Becker put it in Victory Lane. So let's head north of the border, the Victory Lane Speedway up in Winnipeg. They had their final night of the season up there. An old super stock hot shoe, Kevin Sexton, his first feature win since 2019. I turned some laps back in the day against good old Kevin. Great job. Great to see him back in Victory Lane up there. And then the Granite City Motor Park. They had a single night show on Sunday. Of course, they got the Piston Cup coming up this weekend. Diamond Dave Moss, he parked in Victory Lane. His 4th of the year, but his first since May 21st. He started out with a bunch of firsts and seconds. I'm like, man, he's going to have a year. And then it just went awry. Like a lot of things went wrong. June, July, August, no wins. And it took all the way to the end of September to get back in Victory Lane. But They got a doubleheader down at the Piston Cup, and I would expect Dave Moss to be in contention to win at least one of those. So congratulations to him. So what's going on this weekend? You got a handful of shows, right? You have, of course, the big one is the Red Clay Classic up at the ABC Raceway in Ashland. That is going to be a huge, huge event up there. A lot of pay on the line. They got some extra bonuses. They got a fan feature up there. Great racing action up in Ashland. And, you know, looking at it, they didn't have it last year because it rained out. Jess Lenz, he actually won it 2019. And last year they had the prelude to the Clay Labor Day weekend in place of the silver. Jimmy Mars led the lion's share of that. And Jeffrey Massengill snuck by him coming off of turn 4. Now Massengill's out of engines. He's done. He ain't racing. Mars may be a little extra motivated, and he's been really fast, so maybe he's going to try to steal one. It'll be interesting to see. And then, of course, over at the Devil's Playground, the Devil's Lake Speedway, they got a standalone special there on Saturday. And then the Granite City Motor Park, a doubleheader, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, rain date as well. So they're going to try to get 2 shows in, late model action on the card for both nights over there in Sauk Rapids. So 2 of those races, the Red Clay and Granite City on Dirt Race Central, and then Devil's Lake, I believe that's going to be on Darn TV, so you can catch the action there. But let's get to it. The October 1st edition of the BuyRaceShirts.com One to Go Show late model power rankings. It looks like this. At number 10, Don Shaw. Checkers or records? I talked to him. I'm like, man, if you finish, you like usually win or you're in contention, but man, you break a lot. What's your deal? He's like, I know. I know. He says he just broke again last week. So he just truly checkers or records. 8 wins on the year. He got second. As dominant as AJ Demo was, and he was at the sites, Don Shaw quietly got second both nights. He got it at the Prelude and at the sites. That was impressive all by itself. He won night 1 of the Wissota 100. Then, of course, he broke in the feature, had engine issues. He won the Golden Hammer. I think he won another NLRA win. So Don Shaw at number 10. I expect to see him at Granite and Ogilvie to close out the year, and then maybe Superior. And then number 9, James Nitro Giassi. He's been solid at all the specials. He really has. I mean, just looking at his numbers here, I mean, Punky, not so good. I think he started pretty deep, got up to 11th, but the legendary top 5 all 3 nights. Northern Nationals, he battled for the win with Dory, got 6th in the other feature. And then he got 3rd at the Silver 1000, 11th in the first Twin 25, but he won the other one. And not real impressive at the 444. He got 13th. I think he just had bad track position, but Giassi's solid. He's always in the conversation. He's always there. Needs a little bit more consistency. Man, if you start deep in a late model, it's pretty tough to get to the front. With a good draw, I think he could be a contender in Ashland. At number 8, Derek Vessel. Very, very solid postseason for the 16. Top 5, pretty much all of them. Talk about that in a second. 7th at the 100, and he got 3rd. His last time in Ashland, the 444 Memorial for Tanner Byholm, he got 3rd. And if you remember, back in 2019, he led the Red Clay Classic till the very end and slipped out of the rubber. And I think Glenn's and Dima both got by. I think he got 3rd. So he's good there. But looking at it, he's track champion on the year. He got 4th at the Northern Nationals. Really should have won. He had the Northern Nationals one day too. It was over. Started to rain. It just caught him by surprise. He just, when you're leading, you don't know where to go, and he slipped up. So that was no good. 3rd and 4th both days at Labor Day. So it was in the top 4 both nights. 4th at the Silver in a Twin 25s, 3rd and 7th. So I'm telling you, when the money's on the line, the 16 is always there. I don't expect anything different this weekend. At number 7, the Hermantown Hammer, Daryl Nelson. Structural Buildings, Wissota Late Model Series champion, or Wissota Late Model Challenge Series champion. 6th at the Punky, which is pretty solid. Stout cars over there. Podium all 3 nights at the Legendary. Won the Labor Day shootout, and he's got a lot of laps on the ABC Raceway. I mean, he's made a bunch of laps in Ashland, and I don't have it in front of me. I couldn't find it. I think it's online, but I feel like he's won at least one Silver 1000 up there. Not sure if it was in the lates or the mods, but Daryl Nelson's a contender. He's put together a pretty darn solid season. Remember, in 2020, winless. And he's got a pile of wins this year, so he really turned it around. At number 6, Mike Gresseth. 8 wins for the true rookie. Cole Searing is going to be the rookie of the year, but he's not a rookie. Okay, it is what it is. He ran most of the season last year. He's going to get the honors, right? But Mike Gresseth's a true rookie. He did not race late models last year. The NLRA Series champion. He just won the night one of the 50th annual Jamestown Stock Car Stampede. I'm not sure if he's racing this week. And I talked to him. He said it's still up in the air. He might head over to Devil's Lake. He might head down to Granite City. He says he just doesn't think he can make it work to get up to Ashland, even though with the pay he'd like to. But Gresseth has put together an outstanding season. I'm putting him at number 6. At number 5, the Double One Express, Pat Dorr. I'm telling you, except for the Punky. Looking down at the Punky here, he got 10th. He started 19th. So he moved up 9 spots, which is tough to do in Menominee, okay? He's been a fixture on the podium all year long. You know, if you look at this, right, looking at Pat Dorr's numbers, Legendary 100, he got 3rd. Second, he was 2nd until a late restart. Northern Nationals, 1st and a 1st. Labor Day Shootout, 3rd and 2nd. Silver 1000, I think he started 14th and got up to 5th. 2nd at the Mater. Twin 25, 2nd and 9th after the invert. 444 Memorial for Tanner Byholm, 2nd at the ABC Raceway. USA Nationals, 2nd and 2nd. I'm telling you, other than just a lack of wins, he's got 6. This might be the best year he's had in a long time. Like, he's there every single night. And it's almost disrespectful putting him at 5. The other 4 just had a little bit better years. It is what it is. But it's really tough to get better than that year. And he's going to be a contender up in Ashland as well. Pat Dorr at number 5. Number 4, Cole Searing. 21 wins. That's incredible. You don't see that very often in a late model. And he locked up the national championship. So in 2021, he's going to be officially the Wissota National Rookie of the Year and the Wissota champion. Now, Piston Cup this weekend. I'm assuming he's going to head over to Granite City. So he's got a shot to win. He's fast there, I promise. And he was in the top 3 at the Challenge Series show over there earlier this year. And needs a marquee win. Now, he did win the prelim night number 2 at the Wissota 100, holding off that 28 car, Jimmy Mars, which is never easy. And he got 3rd at the sites. You're on the podium at the sites. That's getting her done. Cole Searing is no joke. He needs a big, splashy, some kind of win. He'll get it next year, I promise. Cole Searing at number 4. At number 3, AJ Demo. Red hot, but human, right? Dominated the sites. Dominated the Legendary. Looked like he was going to dominate the Punky and slipped up and let Jimmy Mars, but I still got 2nd. I'm telling you what, limited schedule. I expect him to be up at the red clay. When the money's on the line, AJ Demo shines. He's at number 3. Number 2, Nick Anvelick. 13 wins for the Discount Shop Towels. Dirt Kings season champion. Outstanding year. 13 wins on the year. He'll be up at the red clay. He's ran well there. I don't, like I said, I don't have it in front of me. I couldn't find easy numbers on that, but I feel like he's contended there. I don't know if he's won the red clay, but he's been very good up in Ashland. And it'll be fun to see him. Man, that's somebody that I would like to see. Right? I'd like to see him come over from Eastern Wisconsin and steal one over there, but there's going to be a lot of heavy hitters up there. Anvelick at number 2. And at number 1, the Iceman, Jimmy Mars. 10,000 win at the Masters on the podium all 3 nights. 10,000 to win at the 100. He won the Mater Memorial Race in Menominee. I think that was 5,555. His 8th Punky Manor Challenge of Champions. Multiple Challenge Series wins this year. And again, last year, he led the prelude to the clay at Ashland till the last corner and let Massengill slip by. He's going to be motivated by that. Not a huge body of work, right? You look at his numbers, he's got 21 shows, right? But in 21 shows, 16 podiums, 8 wins. I mean, they're all heavy shows, right? He only has a couple regular night races in his whole schedule. And when he unloads, he's in the conversation, period. And it's pretty tough to put anybody other than him at number 1. So for the October 1st edition of the BuyRaceshirts.com One to Go Show late model power rankings, the Iceman, Jimmy Mars.